So, what if Apple increased the price of the Pro iPhones but gave you a good reason to pay extra? Because yes, we have new information that would explain the new pricing increase for the iPhone 14 Pro models. It seems Oppo is planning to take on Samsung with a new foldable lineup, and seriously this time? And speaking of foldables, the new Razr is finally official, and it's looking pretty enticing if you can get one. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I think I've been juggling this video all week because aside from the Galaxy Unpacked event that we made a separate video for, link in the description, I mean, the news have been kind of dry. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today start with Disney and an announcement that could disappoint you if you're a fan. Earlier this week, the company announced that the price of their service will be rising from $8 to $11 a month starting December 8th in the United States. They also stated that this move comes as they are trying to restructure pricing options with new plans such as an $8 a month ad-supported tier. Disney is also raising the price of its Hulu and ESPN Plus subscriptions, and bundle plans will be affected as well. Now the CEO, Bob Chapek, says that the company got 14.4 million new customers in the third quarter. However, at the same, they lost more money than in previous years due to the rising production and programming costs. So that could explain why they're making their services more expensive, even if this again just sounds like a bunch of Netflix excuses. At this point, it seems like if streaming services just want to lock you in at first and then they want to raise the prices, it's something inevitable. Thing is, you know what, Disney, Netflix lost subscribers when they did that. Now let's talk Motorola, since earlier this week, after some delays, the company finally made official their new Razr. The new foldable keeps its signature clamshell design, and it comes with an improved 6.7-inch OLED display running at 144 Hz. The OLED panel has a new hinge mechanism that bends in a pear shape to close completely when folded, sort of like what we saw before and what Oppo has adopted. Another big change for the display is the weird notch, which is now gone and replaced with a punch hole design and a 32 megapixel selfie shooter. For the rear cameras, we're getting a 50 megapixel main sensor with OIS paired with a 13 megapixel ultra-wide camera, which seems to finally address the complaints for terrible cameras in the Razr lineup in the past. The new Razr is now a lot more powerful thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which you can pair with up to 12 gigs of RAM and up to half a terabyte of storage. The clamshell comes with a 3500 mAh battery with 33 watt fast charging as well, and even the price got better at $900 if I'm doing the math correctly, but you know there's a catch, and it's a pretty bad one. It's only available in China, and Motorola has not provided details if we're ever getting it overseas, so if you were wondering, yeah, why not get the Flip 4? Moving on, let's switch to Oppo and new interesting rumors about their foldables, because it's a thing now. Back in December, the company launched its first foldable ever, the Find Then, and sadly it was exclusive to China, but it still managed to create a lot of hype thanks to its design. Well, now, according to a report, the company is planning to launch two new foldables, a tablet-like device that will be named the Find Then Fold, and a clamshell that will be named the Find Then Flip, because we can't get more creative about that. The report claims that both models will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, same as what Samsung just released. Now, what's interesting is that these devices have been registered in the EU already, which most likely means that rather than keeping those exclusive in China, the company may be expanding its market to bring new foldables to Europe, and honestly, I think that would be a great idea because there's no doubt that Oppo could get more attention for its customers. The Find Then implementation was great, and honestly, we just need more competition as currently Sammy pretty much dominates the market. So yeah, it's about time that we get better foldables outside of China. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Apple, since we have new information that would explain the pricing of the iPhone lineup. According to a new report from Ming-Chi Kuo, the next iPhone Pro models are getting more expensive. It's not clear how much the price will increase, but Quo stated that it might be around 15% overall. I know, it sounds disappointing, but apparently Apple is planning to sweeten the pot in order to do this, and it could have to do with giving you more perks for that money. Back in June, TrendForce predicted that the upcoming Pro models could start at 256 gigs of storage instead of the current 128 that we get on the iPhone 13 lineup, which makes sense given the restrictions Cupertino is providing to the base model if you want to use ProRes video, for example. It's limited to 1080p. Jeff Pu disagrees with this possibility, but given how much Apple is betting on the Pro iPhones to succeed, it could just be that Cupertino cedes. If you do the math, this could mean around $100 in the price increase for the Pro models, and aside from a possible bump in storage, we hear RAM is faster, the camera will be bumped to 48 megapixels, and the display is getting an upgrade to less of a notch. Not that I'm saying that I agree with the approach, but given Apple's desire to also take on 8K video, according to the rumors, more storage actually does make a lot of sense. But in today's question, let us know, would you be willing to pay an extra $100 for a Pro iPhone if Apple provided more storage and other perks? Because in my case, I already do. 128 gigs might be enough for the average consumer, but for us content creators, where we use iPhones exclusively for social media just because they are better at it, we need 256 gigs every single time. But that's just me. Obviously, leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me where to watch us, because this is the price I pay. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.